Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, and it plays some of the games immortals have called home. Johnny the Jet, Frazier, Crouch, Rozier, and many, many more have built this big red legacy as this crowd is ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers. Little gets the blood boiling. Why like a rivalry game? Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the Big 10, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Huskers will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buffaloes offense will take the first swing of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. And the Buffaloes in the hurry-up. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
And the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Quickly complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down on the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Finds his man enough for the first. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. The give out of the gun. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know him well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Quarterback checking off. Now from inside the red zone. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Back to pass, it's Raiola. They're bringing heat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it.
The expressway is wide open. The 40, the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
That's the kind of play that might happen only one time in your life if you're lucky. It's like a hole-in-one in golf. Pollock, a 99-yard touchdown run.
When you get almost 100 yards on the day, you're happy. But when you get it on one carry, it's even better. They give it to him. Once he gets past that 2nd level, no one catches him all the way to the house. 99 yards.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. You've got a 3rd and manageable, back up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Sanders. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. With the catch, it's Johnson. Finds a crease at the 20. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Mayer. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The RPO, it's complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He's going to run it. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. He'll take a shot. Got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Finds his way for 3 after the 33. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. The Buffaloes will punt this one away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance. You know,
he's got it on the left. Off he goes. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker!
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
Here comes the offense on first down. Running it to the right. Nice move to keep moving.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Back to throw, it's Sanders. Quick strike complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. Third down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up fourth.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They're trying to get to it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Hunter. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19. They've got the screen set up. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're lining up to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. And as we wind down here in the first half, the offense will just take a knee and try to muster its forces for the second half attack as they trail going to the break. And the Buffaloes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this third quarter with a run. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fedone. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. To throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. The Huskers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys. And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical, and this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Field goal is good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A quick pass to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quick.
The Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. From the gun, the ground game.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easier. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on this. You might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. Got his man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. He caught it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Moving away from pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Back to the air one more time. Grab near the marker. It's Godot. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And the pummeling has started. And he knocked that one right down the middle. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He's looking to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. 3-and-out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Running it back, it's Johnson. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Handoff to the lone back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The Cornhuskers are marching down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Huskers! And the route is on. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Miller. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And the returner will be brought down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
And the pressure gets him back at...
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
And that's good enough.
He wants to throw. Looking deep. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Got his man out of the backfield. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. The Huskers will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Running it back, it's Miller. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely.
Just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.